Coast to Coast with Mr. NASCAR Man 3345 and our special guest, Tommy, the Bargain Effect. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? This is just our normal Thursday afternoon. We'll be talking NASCAR, talking about we're going to be picking all the cars. They're all set in this box for the racing. So all the cars have been picked. Everybody has a car now. Remember, it's the slowest car this week. The slowest. This is going to be funny as can be. And we got a different track this week. So it's going to be that's going to even be different. This is what we want to do. We want to change it up every week so it's not always the same thing. The other thing is we're going to be talking about food. Mr. Tommy has honey barbecue chips. And I have honey roasted peanuts. Dun, dun, dun.
And we can talk about the sirloin steaks that Destiny's making me for dinner.
There you go.
Hopefully I don't screw it up.
I want to welcome in Diane Matthews. Who's this Shamrock Pixie? I don't know who the heck that is.
It's a troll. Booter.
Jim and Tara Carey. And Orderly Kelleher. Thank you for coming in, guys. It's great. I know we're going to have more people coming in, but we're just going to see what's going on, and we want to get involved. So Tommy just took a run to the thrift store, which he said he made out wonderful. So
I did. And not as far as reselling. Well, I guess it's kind of a reselling.
Right.
But geared more towards our merch line that we want to go after and the way we want to go after it, which there'll be more details to come as soon as we work out the logistics.
Right, exactly. And that's the great part about it. With expansion comes ups and downs, but I think we can make this a positive. Hey, what's up, Steven Scroggins? The S&S Bargain Barn. That's kind of cool.
Misha.
Hey, Miss Misha. What's up, Misha? So, here, what we're going to do now is I have everybody's name, all 34 people that picked cars on these little tabs. These are really cool. These are little post-it notes with everybody's names on it. And we have the box of all these wonderful cars that are kind of no names.
I want to race the box. I bet you that would be the slowest.
So, unfortunately, the first person that's going to get picked today is the Shamrock Pixie.
Ooh.
So let's see. Dig my hand in here.
You better hope you get a crappy car.
She gets this really funky, what's it called? Sport Racer.
Yay, it's funky.
It's got a little dent in the top,
I was saying, it looks like it was in a demo derby.
There you go. Hey, but the wheels still roll, so that's all that matters. So that's Destiny's car for the slowest race, guys. Little Sport Racer, all chromed out.
Your roof's all crunched.
Alabama Thrifters, thank you for coming in. Next one. Oh, it's Tracy Sykes. This is a real funky looking no-name car, but it looks like it's supposed to be a Pontiac, but didn't get the rights to it, so just stuck a car together.
I got a knockoff GTO.
Tracy, that was Tracy. So that's Tracy's car, guys. All right, next person up is Melissa Cape. Melissa, let's see what you get.
Alabama Thrifter in the house.
Yes, sir. Looks like it's not a Porsche and it's not a Camaro.
It's a Camorsh.
Come on. There you go. Kind of cool looking, but let's see how it races.
I don't know. It looks too fast for this race.
Yeah, I know. Literally. Oh, what happens. Next car. Debbie does sales. Oh, she gets a Ferrari GT40. No name, but it's Ferrari.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks good.
Every time I hear Debbie does sales, I want to think, how many sales does Debbie do?
All right. And for the first time racing with us this week, we have Bob Does Sleeping. That is these are
Yeah, explain what these cars are, Derek.
these are no names. These are ones that you get at the dollar store sometimes that they're like, yeah, 5 or 6 for $1, and they don't run really well. They just, I got them all out of a bin, so I thought this is going to be for the slowest car race, so might as well go for it. Well, Bob Does Sleeping, which is Debbie Does Sales' husband, has a flare side pickup, purple and yellow.
Oh.
Next one, Ghost Pirate Ship. Mr. Ricardo gets a really fake-looking Mercedes or a BMW, whatever you want to. That's what I'm saying, guys. These are not named cars. These cars are actually just they didn't get the rights to the cars, so they just drew a body piece together to make them look like this. Miss Perlini gets looks like a Corvette, but runs like a Fiat. Next car has someone that hasn't been with us in a long time, but finally came back to racing with us. Lady Freebird from wonderful Ireland. She gets a 58 Corvette, so-called.
Look at that. With Rough Rider wheels, it looks like.
I know, it's crazy. Next one is Justin Perlet. And Justin gets a Escort or a, I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks sort of like an Escort.
Yeah, an Escort or a, I don't know. Like I said, they're no names, so it's called Dynamic.
Good afternoon, T.
Hey,
Flip.
T Flips, how you doing? The next car would be Marie Perlet. Let's see. Here we go. Oh boy, I think this one matches Marie to a T.
Oh.
Marie Perlet gets to race a police paddy wagon.
There we go.
So, yes, they did make a Chevette Hot Wheel. Yes, they did. Sweet Warrior is next. She hasn't been with us in a while, but she's going to be racing with us. And Sweet Warrior gets it's called Pop Minivan.
Minivan. Look at that.
It's a sleeper.
It has to be a sleeper. Next car. Every day I'm hustling. Every Day I'm Hustling gets a Indy car called Auto Art.
That is fancy looking.
And no kidding, yeah, literally. Come on, guys. Next one, Mary Deathly Deals. Hopefully this one. Usually these cars are usually fast. Hopefully, Mary Deathly Deals gets a 1992 Mustang, wannabe Mustang.
Oh, let me see that back wheel. Other side. That looks like that's a good slowdown.
Yeah. Yeah, but remember, it only takes 3 to win. Roll. All right. Next car. Rump Stump Reseller, Miss Jamie, gets the Evidence Recovery Unit, Metro Police pickup truck. Now, this, if she's here, I don't know if I haven't seen it yet, but this doesn't mean, if the evidence doesn't mean that you can resell it.
Hello, T.
Hi, T. The other T is here.
Lady
Okay.
Freebird's here.
Yep.
There she is.
Hey, Lady Freebird, you picked up. What did she get? I can't remember now.
Yeah, we just grabbed it.
We just grabbed. Oh, she got the '58 Corvette. First time racing with us. First time I've seen him in the chat. Shop at Ryan's. He'll be racing with us, and he gets a car that looks like it's a Camaro, like a mid '90s, early '80s Camaro.
Oh, you remember the Plymouth Laser?
Yeah. Yep.
That looks like that too.
Yeah. Had that weird style. Okay. Next one to get a car is Rusted Raccoon. Rusted Raccoon gets a New York City taxi.
That's actually kind of cool looking.
Yeah. Taxi for hire. That's what I'm saying. These cars, a lot of people just don't even bother when they see them. I know when you went to the flea market the other day and you go into those cars, a lot of these were in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just leave them because they're not really worth nothing. I mean, I just grabbed them because they were in the bin with the cars. Instead of throwing them away, I thought, let's have a fun little race.
Yeah, you can still have fun with them, you know.
Yep. Next car, Adams Exploits. It's a tuned out Honda.
Woo woo.
So, all right. Next car. Let's see what this goes. Huh. We got Craig, Land Shark Picker. He gets the Fire Brigade Jeep.
There you go. That looks like something he'd drive.
Be like Colonel Clink. Next car, Aaron Marcus. Exactly, Misha. Yeah, mixed art. Yep, mixed media art. Yep. Aaron Marcus gets the Sunshine car. Could be, looks like a Thunderbird. Like an old 80s Thunderbird. Like I said, that looks slow. He might win. Well, like I said, you just don't know with these cars. Some of these cars, you think that they're really slow, and next thing you know, they're flying down the track. And with a new track, we don't know how this track is set up yet because I only put it together to make sure everything was there. Reseller Man gets a so-called Porsche, no name Porsche. Spoiler and everything.
There you go.
Next car, Jody Mitama gets a fire department minivan.
That is fancy. What are you doing, man?
Still in my notebook back. I want to make an Irish roast beef.
Next car goes perfect for the next one. It's Myra Metro Police.
That's supposed to be a Ferrari?
Yeah. Someone hasn't raced with us in a while, all the way from Australia. Got a Ferrari F40 Neville, but he's got a Ferrari F40, but it's a Chuck E. Cheese version. So that's Neville's. Next car, first time racing with us. Hopefully, get something cool. Thrifty Santa. Thrifty Santa gets the Home Depot pickup truck.
That's actually kind of sharp.
Yeah. The Home Depot pickup truck for Thrifty Santa. Uh-oh. Here we go, guys. Next one, of course, is the person that's in with me right now.
Uh-oh. I hope I get a real junker.
Looks like a Ferrari, but it looks like a Jaguar. It's called Turbo 17.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Looks like it might be too fast.
Next car, Money for Mars, first time racing with us. Gets a, looks like a Mercedes 4-door. So that's that one. Ken Hayes, next car. Getting down near the end. Oh boy. She gets a little dune buggy, guys. Funky looking. Might be fast. We don't want fast. Here we go. DG Picker, Mr. Jordan. Ooh, what the heck would this be? This is a good one, Tommy. Let's figure out what this one is. DG Picker gets this one. Oh.
It looks like it'd be somewhere along the lines of either a Beamer or a Benz.
Right. Has that same idea. Yep. Moronic Pest is the next racer. Moronic Pest gets a, what they call Le Mans at 24 car. Not a mini one, but you never know. It could run fast. Next car, Turtle Trader. Man, getting down to the end, guys. Another fire minivan for Turtle Trader. Good boy. Next one, our fellow counterpart in the morning, Mr. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh gets definitely a no-name car. I wouldn't even know what to call this thing. This thing's like a mishmash of 7 different cars.
Right.
So, next up is Hedwig. People don't know Hedwig. This is the first time she's racing with us. Hedwig gets the car. It's called the... too bad I didn't get this one. It's the SIR car.
Huh.
SIR. It looks like one of those Honda Civics, like the old ones, the CRXs.
Yep.
Next car.
Tiffany.
Hey,
Good
Tiff.
afternoon.
2 cars left. Next car goes to Fat Man the Flipper, Mr. Alex. And he gets the black race car. And last but not least, the last car left goes to Dawn from Two Hip Chicks. And she gets the police blue Jeep.
Should
There you go, guys.
be cruising alongside Craig in his Jeep with that.
Yep. So there you go, guys. The cars have been picked. Everybody is ready for tomorrow night. Hopefully everybody is ready for tomorrow night. Remember, slowest car. So
Slowest car on a different track, right?
yes, on a 4-lane track, not a 6-lane this week, guys. We got the different track, different setup. It's going to be really, really different. And like I said, each week we're going to change it up. We're going to make it look like really NASCAR because what do? They don't go to the same track every week. They go to a different track. So when you come to NASCAR man's track, the track is going to change and it's going to be interesting. We're going to have loop. We're not going to do any loops. The loops are not going to be involved with my track because some of the cars that we do run are kind of expensive. So I am not crashing up a car that is $10, $15 each. So the cars are ready. They're put away. They're sealed so nobody can mess with them. So wanted to show you a couple of cars I got yesterday, guys, at Walmart and Target. The new cases are out. So you guys got to keep an eye out for what is coming out. The new cars are end case. We have one more case left. And then you'll have 2020 Hot Wheels coming out. So you guys have to be on the ball on what's coming out. But here are some of the newer versions of the cars. This car was the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. This car first came out in black. Now it's red. So these are nice cars, guys. These cars will sell well. They've been selling between $3 and $5 because the whole big deal with the Nissan JDM Japanese domestics sell really, really well. So another vehicle that I found. This one's really funky. This is part of the art car series. Is the 64 Buick Riviera.
Yeah, that one. I like that one. That was sick looking.
Those are purple wheels with skulls on them. Hey,
now.
Right. And the last ones that I found that were only there because a lot of the cars are common. They different paint color from when they first came out. This is new, and it states it right on the package for 2019. It's the Bugatti Chiron.
Nice.
The Bugatti Veyron came out 6 years ago, and they're going for $25, $30 for some of them. So if you find this Bugatti, grab them and hold on to them because I have a funny feeling that these are going to go well too. So the treasure hunt for this case, for the end case, is a 67 Camaro, which will be very hard to find because it's only one per case. And the super treasure hunt is a Porsche. So those are going to be very complicated to find. You got to get there as soon as possible. It's definitely because the next one will be P case, and then that's the end of the year for Hot Wheels. and we move into 2020 stuff, which is going to be kind of interesting to wait to see what's coming out for next year. So Tommy, why don't you explain to everybody what you are working on for your new venture?
Okay, I can do that. Okay, we bought most of the equipment. This is why I'm looking at it and mentioning it in our morning show for a vinyl cutter. But we're going to get into doing some printing, merch printing. And a vinyl cutter would make it a lot easier for some of the art. And we kind of want to be able to do whatever anybody wants. But the angle we're going at is doing upcycled clothing instead of brand new t-shirts like everybody else does that's charging, $18, $25, $30 for a shirt. Is me and Destiny been searching and grabbing clothes and shirt styles. And plus it would open up a wider array of styles of stuff to be printed on that is in the pre-owned but like new conditions. Nothing that has like fading or the quality of clothes that we picked up today, for instance, are something that may or may not have even been worn. I mean, if we had to try to figure out if this shirt was worn, we didn't even grab it.
Yeah.
So it might have been a shirt the bought, put in their closet, never wore it, or wore it once and put in their closet. But, all tags are intact, no loose stitching, no fading, no staining. And if we can get these clothes, as most people in here being searchers know, at very reasonable prices, so we could provide a really deep discount to the end consumer.
Cool.
And save. And we found some pretty neat stuff, and we found some styles that we could print on that traditionally you're not going to find at your t-shirt shop or your Teespring or your Amazon merch. So that's where we're going. We bought a bunch of different types of materials, as far as like fabric content and stuff, so we can see and play a little bit with what sticks well, what doesn't, durability, stretching. So before we're gonna offer it out, we have a few people that volunteered to be our guinea pigs on it,
right?
To test wearability and durability of it. And we kind of want to know that before we offer it out widespread.
Right.
But if anybody's interested in a
test run,
yeah, like test runs, and basically at cost, which for us, I would discuss.
Right.
But it would be cheap, and just kind of go from there. We're just trying to upcycle clothing and kind of play on that aspect of it as well.
That's cool. Like I said, well, I've already talked to Tommy about that, so we're gonna try, because I know I have my Teespring, and I know a lot of people don't want to spend a ton of money. Like some of them are $40. I know Miss Misha, great. Thank you very much that she bought the leggings and the sweatshirt, but I want to see how the product looks and how, because all of us, especially all of us, us resellers, to put our name out there and for us to pay full price from Teespring hurts. It takes away, at least where if say Tommy's charging $20 instead of $35-$40 from Teespring, we're gonna just to see how, just to have something. So like, I know going to the toy show this weekend, I would have died to have one of my T-shirts on me to be walking around with it. That's because that's advertising and to networking, and to not have anything available, it really, really is not good.
And especially when it comes into plus size clothing. I mean, you get into some of that bigger clothing. And the people that I've talked to that are bigger people, so we pay up for that larger size.
Right.
Where we're getting it from, it costs the same if it's a 5X or if it's a small.
Right.
The shirt size doesn't matter. And like I say, our availability of style of clothing would be a wider array of different styles. And then if people want it on a brand new shirt because they're not going to wear something somebody else wore, I understand. I don't have but then we have to pay the premium price on buying the brand new clothes, so we can't discount it as much.
Right.
But for the people, my whole wardrobe, I haven't walked into a store and bought a brand new piece of clothing. I can't even remember when. Other than like socks,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Socks,
but shirts and jeans and sweatpants and stuff.
Why? What's the use of buying new if it's really good condition? You grab it. And I think when I go up to the bins again, I'm gonna look for stuff that because they have a lot of good guy stuff, a lot of kids clothes, but I think they're gonna start looking get a couple extra T-shirts and stuff that. It's like you said, it's harder for me to find clothes and you to find clothes because you just can't go to a store and usually most of the sizes are small, medium, and large.
Right. And like today we found some real nice dry fit gear.
Mm-hmm.
We found some nice jersey style, tops. We found some good golf polos. The stuff that's not traditionally cheaply available. It's out there, but you're going to pay up for it.
Mm-hmm.
We found some nice women style tops and blouses and women's style polos, and that was more Destiny's department. So she was more of what we got in there, and some denim type jacket, not really a jacket, but a jacket look, a business type thing that would look good depending on like what you're trying to put on it or what you're trying to market. Yoga pants, leggings, quality is super important. I do like Teespring ones I got. They are thicker for the fall.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So because sometimes you have to be careful because some of them are like as soon as you see them, they're see through.
Right. And see that's the thing. We're looking. I can get T-shirts, or yoga pants. There's places to get them. You can get them on Alibaba really, really cheap. But I don't want to put out that quality of material.
Right.
Where with what we're doing, we could actually put out a good maker material cheaper than providing the off-brand Chinese knockoff yoga pants.
Right. So that's good because it's we want to give them quality, but we want to give them something that's a little different than Teespring and a little different than because I know if you start doing polos and everything. Hold on, you can take over for a sec.
Yep. But it's for people that want quality material, but don't want or don't have the budget to, for this hoodie here. If it's, this hoodie's worn, it's faded, but if I can get this hoodie in a like new condition and put my logo on it for a fraction of the cost of buying a brand new cheap hoodie from Walmart, I'm definitely gonna do something. To me, that's just smart budget wise. And most of us here are thrifter people. We all wear used clothing anyway. So if you can get a like new piece and have it personalized, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Me and Destiny are going to try it and see what type of feedback and interest we get on it. And we're actually even talking in the lines of not just clothing either. We got stuff to do like coffee cups, and we can get all white printable quality by like Gibson or Shoe Greetings or something that are just plain white cups, a good quality cup that we can print on that's pure white, that's no chips, cracks, anything like that. You couldn't tell that it's not brand new versus handing out dollar store cheap quality cups for the same price or paying retail for a quality end cup and you're not going to tell the difference.
All right, cool.
Misha says she's interested. She thinks
Yep.
it's a super great idea.
Hey, there you go.
Cool. And what we'd create a Facebook business page and a web page that would direct to that would show like what styles we have available in sizes. There'd be photos of it, and we'd open up to, we sell some clothing, not as much as we used to, like on eBay too, where, you'd be able to go in our store and for a couple dollars more pick any of our clothing items and get something printed on that. If you see something, I like this shirt and that they have in eBay, but I wish I could put my logo on it or, my name, can do that.
That'd be cool. Because I know some polo shirts are hard to get. Even like you said, the dry fit ones. I mean, that's the latest and craze now. Everybody's wearing.
Yep.
What's up, Jordan? You got your car. It's going to be a car you're probably going to be able to sleep in.
And we did. We went and picked up. I already took them downstairs, but we picked up these real nice. They're brand new. They look brand new. I don't think they were ever worn. They were your traditional gilding shirt like you're going to get from Amazon merch. And they had a whole stack of various colors, but they're all the heavy cotton, and they don't look like they were ever worn. Nice. I mean, now we did recently have an embroidery place that closed down here in town, and I don't know if maybe they came from unused inventory they had or what, but I obviously can't sell it as new because it came from a thrift store. There's no tags on them or anything, price tags. So I have to sell them, and that's the type of stuff we're talking about. Something, if you look at it, nobody's not ever going to know you did not walk into a t-shirt shop and buy this brand new off the rack.
Misha's saying bags would be cool too, like simple cloth bags with a logo maybe.
We looked at like duffel style bags, business style bags, the purse style, like the denim type purses, the bigger purses. We're looking at those too. I wasn't going to pay what our store was asking for them.
Right.
But yeah, we're talking about that. We're talking about cups. We're talking about mouse pads. Mouse pads would be brand new because you get the blank mouse pad.
Right. Hats.
But yes, I do have some hats that, like this hat, for instance, I better keep my hair covered. I'm going to print something on here.
Yeah.
But I have a whole thing. I bought them at the flea market. Here's the thing. Two sleeves. I got a sleeve of black hats and I got a sleeve of white hats. I bought them at the flea market. They're in an open sleeve. Can I sell them as new or can I not? They were never worn. They were never taken out of the sleeve, but I'm not pulling them out of sealed packing.
Right. I would say they're new because they still have the cardboard on the inside of them.
I don't know. I didn't dig down into the sleeve and pull them out. They look brand new.
I would say new. DG he wants a custom pillowcase.
Yeah, we're gonna put on there too. DG Picker sleeping as seen on YouTube.
How sustainable is the source for shirts or other materials? Really like the idea. It's good because he has multiple areas where he can pull from. Yeah. It's not just one area.
Right.
So,
and the thing is plain clothing that's ready to be printed on. This is what I've noticed in plain clothing. It doesn't seem, if you go to your local thrift store, anyone of you go to your local thrift store, just a plain shirt that doesn't have anything on it, usually, unless you're talking like undershirts, which who would buy those, but usually don't have much wear because people just don't wear plain clothes anymore.
Right.
They bought it because they needed it for something, maybe wore it once or whatever, but they don't seem to have heavy wear like a graphic tee sitting right next to it on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And it's things that are overlooked by all us resellers because nobody's going to go and buy a plain t-shirt and put it on eBay to try to sell it.
Right.
So we can grab these at like I say, next to nothing because they're always like clearancing them out. And that is, since we can get it at such a discount, that's the discount we can pass on to our purchaser. And because we're just starting and we don't have a big bankroll to dump into it, in order for me to get shirts at a big deep discount, I don't have to go buy 1,000 of them at a time. That may or may not sell. So, but the people that I've been talking to about it, I've been getting good feedback. Everybody seems pretty well interested,
Everybody wants another way of doing merch. That's the thing. I think a lot of people would do merch if Teespring made it easier, a little cheaper. Amazon makes it a little bit easier, but you have to know the going in there and how to set up everything. If you don't know how to set up a t-shirt and put your logo and everything on it, like I learned slowly thanks to Destiny and you guys, but we started getting our t-shirts done and they're from Teespring. Yeah, sometimes you have to wait 2 to 3 weeks for them.
Right, and we'd want to have, that's another thing we'd like to provide is a lot faster turnaround on that. And another thing too is, how we got into it. Most merch I see is too expensive for me. Exactly, Lisa.
Yeah.
C. We want to be able to provide somebody with their merch, or it doesn't even have to be like your own business merch. Say you got a kid's junior t-ball team or something. We want to make it affordable for that team to be able to buy shirts. And how we got into it is me and Destiny, I'm trying to brand the bargain effect. I want to get gear. I want hats. I want t-shirts. I want hoodies. I want joggers. Destiny wants the same thing. Mm-hmm. By the time we would buy stuff just to gear up ourselves, we purchased the equipment over time. We purchased the equipment so we could do it for cheaper than buying it through Teespring, Amazon, going to the local t-shirt shop. Now we have the equipment that we can turn into another revenue stream for us and provide a good value to the end user.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. I don't know how many people, and in the chat, how many people would buy from another YouTuber their merchandise if it was a lot cheaper? 1 is a yes, 2 is a no. Just I want to see what people think.
Oops,
Start with hats. Get a hat press. Yes, we have one. We got an 8-in-1 press that has the hats, the cups, the plates, and the 15 by 15 pad.
I've got one person. Come on, guys. Easy question. There you go.
You gotta remember you're behind.
Yeah, we do have a delay. We gotta remember that.
See, there you go. There's your answer, Tommy.
So now you got the YouTuber that they'd be willing to buy from that can get it to you heavily discounted compared to, like I say, anywhere else.
Yeah, one because it's them, just any YouTuber, right?
Said one because it's them, not just any YouTubers, though. Oh, we appreciate that. That's awesome.
Aww. Big heart, big heart.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Gary, we'll work on that stuff. Let Tommy get that all situated. I mean, they're gonna practice with some of the stuff first.
Yeah, like I said, we bought a variety of different materials,
right?
That we want to test, see what sticks good. We're first getting into it, so I want to make sure we have, the right transfers for the right materials. I'd hate to do something, yeah, it looks really good, and then you go out, you put it through 3 washes, and it's cracking and peeling, and You
Hey,
know,
Lisa, you said you're not a jerk. I agree with you completely that I'm not going to pay $35 for a T-shirt to say, hey, I watched this person. You know, I
right?
know Misha did. I know Misha does a lot of that, but she is in a different ballgame. Misha loves wearing merch from everybody, and that's fine. But I think a lot of people would do it. I know Anita Fanita does it. I know she buys things when she has some extra money to buy stuff. Um,
And we're not talking about you buying from us with our logo or our branding on it. I mean, if that's what you'd like to do, great. But it's going to cost you the same as if you put your logo or your branding or whatever you want it to say on it. We're not talking about like putting out our branded apparel. We're talking about customizing it for what the consumer wants.
mhm.
So I totally understand. I agree. I can't find myself paying $35 to buy somebody else's hoodie, you
Mhm.
know. But I'll pay $35 if I can pick what I want on it. Absolutely. But I want to be able to provide hoodies for less than $35.
See, Misha says, and the logo from me cracks her up. That's why. hmm You'll just make others merch more in my budget. There you go. That's what we want. That's why I'm trying to help Tommy push this because this is something I know he's been talking about it for a while.
We have this isn't something that me and Destiny came up with overnight. We've been talking about it. Actually, me and Destiny have been talking about it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, well, we'll just save up the money and we'll buy our equipment. And well, that wasn't working out so well. So then we just started buying the equipment as we could afford. Like first thing we did is we bought the Sublam printer,
Yep.
and it started out with that, and then it was getting the press. So those are the two main
Mm-hmm.
vital things. Now we're looking at, I would like a vinyl cutter because it would just make it a lot easier and cost effective versus buying, the self-weeding paper or cutting it out by hand.
Right.
If somebody buys something, like if you buy your NASCAR man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sit there with an X-Acto knife cutting it off.
No, no way. I know.
Things say I want 15 of them. We can do it. I would just rather not.
Right. Right. I'm interested in getting a hoodie or something with my name on it, something to do with my channel. That's fine, Misha. Come up with an idea. You just don't want it Misha Renee, right? You want something that's really stand out. Get in touch with Destiny. Destiny, and you can work something out for a design. She's amazing at that stuff, guys.
Yes, Destiny is really good with the graphical part. If you have something in mind, basically, or you already have a design or a logo, all we need is for you to send us that. If you're not sure, you have an idea, like Anthony Pittsburgh.
Yep.
He says, I'm not dead set on something. I have something that I like in mind, and
See what this sounds morning breakthrough teas.
well, and that's another thing too. We're gonna make some, and we might be rebranding the break room, so we're just kind of figuring that out.
Yeah, we're working on that now.
And we're definitely gonna have some break room merch.
Yep. So definitely, guys. I mean, this is stuff that we're supporting Tommy and Destiny in their new venture. But definitely, if you guys are really into it, let's let them get it situated. I know they have my logo and they have their stuff to try to see. And let them work on a couple of things, and then they'll be ready to go, and then they can get their pricing done, and we could have some fun. Let's support fellow YouTubers and stop giving Amazon all the money and Teespring.
Absolutely, yeah. Gary says start small and move up from there, and that's exactly what we want to do. We don't want to be like, yeah, come on, people, send me your stuff and I'll get it, because I know we'd get overwhelmed, and we haven't ran any through any test phase yet. And
Yeah. And Craig, we do need break room teas because you're not going topless next week. Because what happens if we have Tiffany on? Forget it. You're not getting in trouble, Craig. They're gonna kick you out of the nursing home.
Commonwealth Picker says I need a logo, so if you find someone good, let me know. I just throw it out there. Destiny loves playing with graphics.
Mm-hmm.
If not, there's always those people that on Fiverr or whatever it is too that you can pay to do graphic design. But I know Destiny likes working with it. We're struggling though. We're trying to come up with a logo design for possibly the new break room name, and we're struggling. It's kind of hard though. It's a lot easier when it's one person trying to pick their logo than when you have 4 different heads trying to all say yes, that's the one. Because we all have our different version in our heads of that's the one.
I mean, I came up with 2, which came in Destiny tweaked with them. Yeah, Gary, you're not going to get 100 Gucci shirts.
If you want 100 Gucci shirts, I'll make it happen.
They'll make it happen, but
they might say Gucci, they might not be Gucci.
They might be Uchis. Or like it's instead of a Rolex, it's a Romex.
Right.
So there you go, guys. There's Destiny's email. I think she can try to help with the logos. Just give her something to work with. And I like these styles better. Craig's coming up with something.
And if anybody's got any suggestions, ideas, thoughts that we think, well, maybe they haven't thought of this, or maybe they should consider this, get a hold of me. Let me know. Share your ideas because we're very open. And I also drop my email that I check a couple times a day.
If we're gonna go with that, which I think the second one I would go with.
And again, I will put out there that we are looking for a vinyl cutter, whether it be a smaller pre-cut style, but I don't want any of the ones that are obsolete like the Expressions. It would have to be an Explorer better,
right?
Or the Silhouette Cameo, or even the bigger floor models. The wide format, 24, 34 inch.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody's got one sitting in a storage unit or up in an attic, let me know.
You're always looking. I'll keep an eye out on Facebook Marketplace too to see if there's anything that's out there. Because you never know, guys. So, but yeah, I like fishing and picking. It's not it's Tucci. That'd be more touche.
Right.
So, all right, guys, we're getting close to near the end here. I want to thank everybody for coming in. We had a blast. She has a supervisor kitty tea. Okay.
Before you cut it off.
Yep.
Because I know it's going to be a couple minutes yet. I got one more poll to ask our viewers in chat.
Go right ahead.
I would like to know, I'm undecided. Should I work this afternoon and get some things listed, or should I be nice and take the wife and kids to Chinese buffet? Give me 1 for the buffet or 2 to get some work done. So either spend money or make money.
Wait, what were the numbers again?
1 for the buffet, 2 for get work done. I can already hear you over there clicking away on your keyboard.
Hey.
Oh wait, that doesn't count, does it?
Yeah, she also said 1. Craig wants to kick him out. Kick him.
I didn't do all the ones myself. Back.
Work can wait.
There you go.
2 and
then 1.
Well, but see, lady, for how I am, it's like if I'm gonna take them to the buffet, I'm very budget orientated, and I love to stretch my pennies. So I'd want to go to the buffet first.
Yeah.
because it's cheaper before 4 o'clock.
So, cool.
All right.
You got
You guys at the buffet. You better thank the.
Thank you, my lovely friends. Much love.
Now, be careful, Destiny, and relax. Don't go crazy at the buffet, please.
Well, she's been there a couple of times since her incident, and she's managed well. So
okay, that's good.
I just don't eat as much, and I don't eat as much sushi as I did that day.
Well, see, Gary says work, make money first to pay for the Chinese. Now, when we go, because we have to go about 30 miles to the Chinese buffet, we always stop at the Goodwill. And I try to stop at the Goodwill first to find enough that's going to make money to pay for the buffet plus, because then I feel a whole lot better about it.
Right. 2 kids eat free tonight, fishing and Pickens head.
No, our kids are too old for that.
No, they're at the age now where they don't qualify. At a lot of places we go, they get charged the same as we do. They don't even
Good
get.
boy. That sucks. And I'm with the same way. It's bad.
They kick the kids out and have some alone time.
Well, we're actually kicking them out tomorrow about 4:30, and they'll be gone till Sunday evening. So
there you go.
And that's what I said. That's what I said to Destiny too. I was like, should we go to the buffet today, or should we wait till tomorrow when the kids are gone?
So, all right, guys. Thank you all very much for coming. Don't forget tomorrow morning, meet us on the mid morning break room. It is on Anthony's channel again, and then tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, back to the racetrack for the slowest car race. You all come back. Hey, there's Marie Perlette.
I just want to point out, Lisa C thinks just like me. You go when it's early price, but they bring out the good dinner stuff while you're still there. Yes, they changed the price at 4 o'clock, so I love to get there about 3:30.
You get both deals.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. We'll all talk to you later. More toys, more fun. Thank you very much, Tommy. And we'll see you on the flip side.
Get you guys later. All right. And don't forget about searching for a vinyl printer. Cutter.